Marcus's text appeared on the church screen behind him. "You're worthless. Even God couldn't fix you." 300 people read it while he smiled. I met Marcus Holloway at a church potluck in 2018. He quoted scripture while serving mashed potatoes. Everyone loved him. The first text came 2 months after our wedding. "Your cooking is garbage. My mother was right about you." I showed it to my best friend, Lauren. She said newlyweds fight. She said I should pray about it. The second text came on a Sunday. "Wear the blue dress to service. The gray one makes you look like a cow." I wore the blue dress. At church, Marcus held my hand during worship. He introduced me to visiting missionaries as my beautiful bride. Sister Patricia hugged me and said I was blessed. The texts came every day after that. By our first anniversary, I had 1,847 text messages from my husband. "You embarrassed me at Bible study. Keep your mouth shut next time. I saw you talking to Deacon Williams. You trying to make me look like I can't control my wife? Your sister called again. Tell that trailer trash to stop contacting my family." When I didn't respond fast enough, they got worse. "You're pathetic. Your father left because he knew what you'd become. I should have married Vanessa. At least she had a college degree. Don't bother coming to the Christmas service. You'll just embarrass me again." I went anyway. Marcus won the congregation's Servant Leader Award that night. During his acceptance speech, he thanked God for a wife who supports my ministry. I clapped until my hands hurt. That wasn't the worst part. Marcus was elected deacon 3 months later. The church threw him a celebration dinner. Pastor Raymond called him a pillar of Christian manhood. While everyone ate cake, my phone buzzed. "Stop eating, you're getting fat." I put down my fork. Sister Patricia noticed. "Are you okay, sweetie?" Marcus answered for me. "She's overwhelmed with joy, aren't you, honey?" I smiled. I said yes. The texts continued. "Your mother's coming to visit. Tell that woman she's not welcome in my house. I'm going to the men's conference this weekend. Clean the garage while I'm gone or there will be consequences. You forgot to iron my shirts. What exactly do you do all day?" I didn't know yet that he was keeping his own record. Marcus backed up every text message to the cloud. Every angry word, every cruel comparison, every threat disguised as correction. He thought he was protecting himself. He was building my case. That's when I realized something had changed. During his third sermon as deacon, Marcus preached about submission. He said wives who honor their husbands reflect God's design. The congregation nodded. Women took notes. My phone buzzed during the altar call. "Your dress is too tight. Everyone's looking at you like the attention seeker you are." I was wearing a black cardigan over a navy-length navy dress. Lauren saw me check my phone. After service, she pulled me aside in the parking lot. "Everything okay with you two?" I showed her 3 texts. She read them twice. Her hands shook. "Claire, this isn't normal." "I know. You need to tell someone." "Who would believe me?" She didn't have an answer. Nobody did. Marcus was elected to the church board that spring. He led the building committee. He organized the youth mission trip. He counseled struggling married couples on Tuesday nights. The texts never stopped. "I'm counseling the Hendersons tonight. Their marriage is falling apart because Denise doesn't know her place. Don't be like Denise. Saw you laughing with the worship team. You looked desperate for attention. Don't wait up. I'm having dinner with the pastor. Real leaders talk. You wouldn't understand." I started screenshotting everything, not for evidence, not yet, just so I'd remember I wasn't crazy. The church announced upgrades in September 2024. New sound system, new lights, a digital projection system for sermon notes and worship lyrics. They needed volunteers to learn the software. I raised my hand. Marcus didn't notice. He was too busy talking to Pastor Raymond about his upcoming sermon series on biblical marriage. The IT training happened on Wednesday nights. A company called MediaFlow sent a technician named Derek to teach us. There were 5 volunteers, me, Sister Patricia's daughter Michelle, 2 college students, and Brother James from the media team. Derek was patient. He showed us how to load presentations, switch between screens, adjust timing, and control everything from a tablet or laptop. "The system's pretty intuitive," Derek said, "but it does have some quirks. If you upload the wrong file type or the connection drops, it might display whatever's cached in the system memory." "What does that mean?" Michelle asked. "It means sometimes it shows the last thing that was loaded even if you didn't mean to display it." That's why you always double-check your source folder before going live. I took detailed notes. I volunteered for every Sunday after that. Marcus approved. He said it made us look like a servant-hearted couple. He posted a photo on Facebook, me at the tech booth, him at the pulpit. The caption said, "Ministry is a team effort. Blessed to serve with my amazing wife." 43 people liked it. That night, he sent me a text. "Don't screw up the projection on Sunday. I have an important sermon and I won't have you making me look incompetent." I didn't respond. I spent the next 3 weeks learning everything about the media flow system. I studied the manual Derek left behind. I practiced uploading files, switching sources, managing the display cache. I learned which folders the system pulled from first. I learned how to schedule content to autoplay at specific timestamps. I learned how the system handled phone synchronization when paired with Bluetooth devices. Marcus never asked what I was doing in the tech booth. He assumed I was just helping. They thought it was over. In early December, Pastor Raymond announced a special sermon series, The Biblical Home, God's Design for Marriage. Marcus was scheduled to preach the opening message on December 15th. The promotional flyer went up in the church lobby, his headshot next to the title, The Husband's Calling, Leading with Love and Strength. My phone buzzed that afternoon. "I'm preaching on Marriage Sunday. Don't embarrass me. Sit in the front row and smile like you mean it." I texted back, "Of course, I'll be there." That week, I backed up 6 years of text messages, all 4,322 of them. I converted them to image files, screenshots with timestamps, contact names, and full text visible. I organized them chronologically. I created a slideshow file titled sermon_notes_deck15_final.pptx and saved it in the church's shared media folder. Then I created another file with the exact same name and saved it to a subfolder the system would check if the primary file failed to load. Marcus rehearsed his sermon every night that week. The husband is called to love his wife as Christ loved the church, with patience, with sacrifice, with gentle correction when she loses her way. He asked me to time him, 32 minutes, perfect length. Sunday morning, December 15th, 2024. I arrived early to set up the projection system. Brother James was scheduled to help, but I told him I'd handle it. He thanked me and went to set up the soundboard instead. I loaded Marcus's sermon notes into the system. I double-checked the file path. I synced my phone to the church's Bluetooth network. I set a timer for 10:47 a.m., exactly 12 minutes into Marcus's sermon, right when he'd transitioned to his second point about communication in Christian marriage. The sanctuary filled with people, 347 according to the attendance counter. Marcus took the stage at 10:35 a.m. He opened with a joke. Everyone laughed. He read from Ephesians 5. Everyone nodded. "Marriage is sacred," he said. "It's a covenant before God. And in that covenant, husbands are called to lead, not with harshness, but with love." I watched from the tech booth. He clicked to his first slide. It displayed perfectly, "The Husband's Calling." "Now, communication is vital," Marcus continued. "The way we speak to our wives reflects the character of Christ." 10:47 a.m. My phone timer buzzed. I pressed one button. The screen behind Marcus flickered. His sermon slide disappeared. A text message appeared instead. From Marcus Holloway to Claire, March 15th, 2022, 11:43 p.m. "You're worthless. Even God couldn't fix you." The congregation went silent. Marcus didn't notice. He was mid-sentence facing the audience. And when we communicate with grace, the next message appeared. From Marcus Holloway to Claire, April 3rd, 2022, 2:18 p.m. "Your cooking is garbage. My mother was right about you." Someone gasped. Marcus turned around. His face went white. He fumbled for his presentation clicker. He clicked frantically. The next message appeared. From Marcus Holloway to Claire, June 12th, 2022, 9:54 p.m. "I should have married Vanessa. At least she had a college degree." "Turn it off," Marcus said. His voice cracked. I didn't move. The messages kept cycling, one every 3 seconds. Wear the blue dress. The gray one makes you look like a cow. Stop eating. You're getting fat. You embarrassed me at Bible study. Keep your mouth shut next time. Your sister is trailer trash. Tell her to stop contacting my family. Pastor Raymond stood up. Someone shut down the system. Don't bother coming to the Christmas service. You'll just embarrass me again. I saw you talking to Deacon Williams. You trying to make me look like I can't control my wife? People started pulling out their phones, recording. Marcus ran towards the tech booth. You're pathetic. Your father left because he knew what you'd become.
I'm counseling the Hendersons tonight. Their marriage is falling apart because Denise doesn't know her place. Don't be like Denise. He reached the stairs. The final message appeared. From Marcus Holloway. To Claire, December 12th, 2024, 10:52 p.m. I'm preaching on Marriage Sunday. Don't embarrass me. Sit in the front row and smile like you mean it. The screen went black. The lights came up. Marcus stood in the tech booth doorway staring at me. 347 people watched him. That's when he understood what silence had meant. I walked out through the side door. Lauren was waiting in the parking lot. She drove me to her house without asking questions. My phone started buzzing 20 minutes later. Calls from Pastor Raymond, from Sister Patricia, from my mother-in-law. I blocked Marcus's number first. Then I turned off my phone. The church board held an emergency meeting that afternoon. Marcus was removed from leadership. Pastor Raymond called it a temporary leave for personal matters. By Monday morning, the video had 43,000 views on TikTok. By Tuesday, Marcus's sermon clips had been removed from the church website. By Wednesday, I'd hired a lawyer. The divorce was finalized 4 months later. Marcus tried to contest it. He told the mediator I'd violated his privacy and sabotaged his ministry. My lawyer brought printed copies of all 4,322 text messages. Marcus signed the papers that afternoon. I kept the house, the car, and every single text message, backed up in 3 separate locations. I don't go to that church anymore. But I heard Marcus move to a different state. He's not a deacon there. Last month, Lauren told me she saw him at a gas station. He was alone. He looked smaller somehow. She asked if I felt sorry for him. I didn't. People ask if I regret what I did, if it was too harsh, if I should have handled it privately. I tell them the same thing every time. I didn't destroy his reputation. I just showed people who he actually was. There's a difference. And no, I don't feel guilty. I didn't get revenge. I got my life back.
You've just stepped into her revenge side, where every wound finds its justice, and every silence ends with truth. If her story struck a chord, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps these stories alive. Another secret waits in the next video. See how her revenge begins.